Hey, true believers, welcome to Marvel Echoes Resonance. What happens when you blend a godlike power of Superman with the shattered psyche of a patient in a psych ward? You get the Sentry, Marvel's most powerful and arguably most tragic hero. He's the forgotten guardian who literally erased himself from history to save the world from his own dark side. Today, we're not just looking at his origin, we're exploring the terrifying truth behind the man who has the power of a million exploding suns. Welcome back. I'm William, and if you started reading Marvel Comics after about 2005, you might be excused for thinking Robert Reynolds, the Sentry, was always part of the universe. But his true story is one of the greatest retcons in comic history, and it starts out with not a hero, but with a nobody. Before he was a Golden Guardian, Bob was a middle-aged suburban man struggling with severe agoraphobia and alcoholism. His life was defined by the four walls of his house. His origin isn't a simple science experiment, it's a terrifying realization. The earliest, simplest story we got in Sentry #1 was a comforting lie Bob told himself. He was a desperate addict who broke into a lab, drank a vial of stolen serum, supposedly 100,000 times greater than the one that Captain America took, and became, well, the Sentry. He remembered fighting alongside the original Fantastic Four and being best friends with the Hulk. It was a beautiful but false memory. Now here's the narrative echo that gets complicated. The real story, revealed later in New X-Men in the Sentry #8, ties Bob to the notorious Weapon Plus program, the same Black Ops initiative that gave us Wolverine, which we know as Weapon X. His serum was the culmination of Project Sentry, a 1940s attempt to create a super soldier with cosmic reality warping powers. He wasn't given a serum, he was the experiment, a living atomic reactor. This is the difference between Captain America, who got strength, and Bob Reynolds, who, well, got the power of a golden god. But this cosmic power comes with a devastating cost. It's externalized his mental illness, his crippling fear, his suppressed trauma into a tangible, malevolent entity known as the Void. Think of it like Dragon Ball Z villain that gets stronger every time the hero does. The Void was the yin to Sentry's yang, an unstoppable monster of pure darkness and chaos. When the Void's destruction became too great, when he nearly tore the world apart, Bob made the ultimate sacrifice in the Sentry #5. He worked with Reed Richards and Doctor Strange to devise a plan, wipe his and the Void's existence from the collective memory of every single person on Earth, including himself. Similar to what Spider-Man did once. It's a massive global Men in Black memory wipe, but permanent. He literally became the forgotten hero. For years, Bob lived in blissful, fearful ignorance until the Void started scratching its way back to the surface. His dramatic return in New Avengers #1 was a massive event because no one, not Iron Man, Captain America, nobody could figure out who this powerful, unstable guy was. They thought he was a new threat, only to discover he was a ghost from their forgotten past. He was immediately recruited to the team, and that, friends, is the real tragedy began. You know, it reminds me of the 90s animated series tropes where a character has to sacrifice all their memories to save their team. Sentry made that choice, but the memory just kept trying to come back. So, after the Great Forgetting and his return to the Avengers, what happened next? The story just kept getting darker. First, during Dark Reign event, Norman Osborn, yes, the Green Goblin, managed to manipulate Bob's illness and recruit him as his chief weapon for the Dark Avengers. This move pushed the Sentry into a true villain territory, proving just how easy it is for a hero to be turned into a destructive tool. This all came to a head during the Siege event, where the Void finally broke free completely, culminating in an epic battle that saw the Void destroy Asgard itself. To stop the creature once and for all, Thor was forced to kill Bob Reynolds, seemingly ending the Sentry and the Void forever. But of course, this is comics. The Sentry has been resurrected and repurposed a couple of times since then, including a stint as a member of the Thunderbolts team. His constant return and subsequent failure to contain the Void highlights the narrative echo that this character never truly escapes his destiny. Most recently, he was killed yet again during a major conflict. Now here's the absolute latest you need to know to get caught up on who is Robert Reynolds, aka the Sentry. He's currently deceased due to the King in Black saga. However, his power and crucially the Void are still active in the Marvel Universe. Why? Sentry is not a man. He is an energy source, a concept. The most important piece of information for anybody who's a new reader trying to jump in is that there is a new mysterious figure that has appeared, seemingly taking on the mantle of the Sentry, without the name Robert Reynolds attached. Keep an eye out for this developing story in the new Vengeance of Moon Knight series and any subsequent comic events, as Marvel clearly is setting up something major as a new chapter for the Golden Guardian's shadow. So, to tie all this together, the Sentry story is a consistent cycle of resurrection and destruction. He represents the purest form of heroism, yet contains absolute evil. It makes you wonder, if the Void is just Robert Reynolds' trauma and fear given form, is his story not a superhero tragedy, but a powerful metaphor for mental health in the Marvel Universe? So I'll leave you with a question, and let me know down in the comments. If you had the power to save the world, but the only price was erasing your entire life, would you do it? Let me know. Thanks for listening to this episode of Marvel Echoes. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of our daily episodes. Leaving a like and a comment really helps the channel, and let me know down below what heroes you want to see next. And for more content, including articles, infographics, and new reader guides, go ahead and check out our website in the links below. Until next time, true believers, make mine Marvel.